Nancy's. The laid-back patio is a great place to hang out, dine, and listen to live music at night. And Nancy's one of the friendliest proprietors in town. And now, Nancy is serving Sunday Jazz Brunch from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Brunch served with Eggs Benedict, crepes, waffles, lox and bagels, shrimp, oysters, and a build-your-own omelet. That's all at Naughty Nancy's Food Shack and Crow's Nest Pub, 700 Eldridge Street in Clearwater. That's right where Eldridge crosses the Pinellas Trail between Myrtle and Fort Harrison. Call 446-3717. 446-3717. You're listening to the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Hi, this is Paul Malloy, host of Freedom Works, The Paul Malloy Show, heard every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, here on the Tan Talk Radio Network. Please join us and our guests as we focus a libertarian spotlight on what's happening in our politics and culture. If you thought our Constitution and the Declaration of Independence really did stand for individual freedom, then you'll be coming to the right place. Again, that's Freedom Works, The Paul Malloy Show, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Imus in the morning.
Here is Eddie Murphy. Hi, Eddie.
Forbes magazine said I'm the most overpaid actor. Get out of here. I played 6 parts in Nutty Professor. Just think how much money the producers would have spent if they paid me 6 times. In Nutty Professor 2, I played 6 parts again. That's 12 parts for 2 movies. 12. I tell you who's overpaid. How about Jack Black? His last name is Black, but his movie's all in red. Kristen Stewart, they gave her $30 million to look into the camera with that blank stare and take long pauses between her lines. You know why she plays a vampire? Because she's sucking all of Hollywood dry. You think I don't know what this is all about? It's because I'm black. They should have called the article Eddie Murphy is sitting on top of the world in Beverly Hills. But I guess they decided to call it Murphy Sucks because it didn't want to do Beverly Hills Cop 5. Somebody's still mad from bankrolling Pluto Nash. What was I supposed to do? Somebody said, hey man, here's $20 million for this piece of crap. I said, Randy, Monty, this is my lucky day. This is my lucky day. And I cashed a check, which got me on Forbes' other list, the richest black celebrities.
Catch Imus in the morning, right here on the stations of the Tan Talk Network.
Lightning fans, there's no better time to reserve your 2015-16 season tickets than now. Season ticket members get the best seats, the best discounts, playoff priority, exclusive player access, and more. Reserve your 2015-16 season tickets by calling 813-301-6600 or visit TampaBayLightning.com. The Tampa Bay Lightning. Be the Thunder.
Folks, do you guys have a 401k, life annuity, or retirement plan? Well, I've got good news for you. Tax and financial guru Daryl Madison will be able to help you understand funding, financing, and investing in this turbulent financial season. Call him, the tax and financial guru, Daryl Madison, at 813-872-9900. That's 813-872-9900. Tell him you heard about him from Miss Florida Diva of the Darn Reese radio show, Hollywood Connections, Tan Talk 1340 on your AM dial.
Welcome to Hollywood. What's your dream? Everybody comes here. This is Hollywood, land of dreams. Some dreams come true, some don't. But keep on dreaming. This is Hollywood. Always time to dream, so keep on dreaming.
Hi, and welcome to Hollywood Connections. I'm Dawn Reese, your host here at 1340 AM on your AM dial, and also on the internet, tantalk1340.com. You can see us live in the studio. Wave to the world, everybody. And I hope you're having a great day. We are here. Like us on Facebook, please, Hollywood Connections. And before we start, I just want to say, Yvonne, how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
Good. You went to New York?
I'm just returning.
Cool. We're going to come back and talk about that. And Brianna is here.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good. How about you?
Good. We're going to come back and chat a little bit. And before we start, let's get our weatherman, Mr. Bert Arnold, on the air to give us the weather report here in Florida, Clearwater. And am I going for a bike ride after the show, or is it going to rain? So, Bert, let's take it away.
Well, Don, on that bike ride,
It's going to be raining, so I'm sorry. It's not going to be a good day for the bike.
No bike riding today.
But tomorrow and the rest of the week, you're going to have a beautiful, every day is a bike riding day. We have no rain in the forecast. After today, on Sunday, our high tomorrow should be partly cloudy skies, around 70 degrees. And Monday through Friday, our highs are going to be in the low 60s, and the lows at nighttime will be in the low 50s with partly cloudy skies. So we are going to have a wonderful winter Florida week.
Oh,
so we got a
wonderful.
little cooler temperatures, nice and dry. The winds will be soft. So we're really going to have a very nice week, and people can lay out in the sun.
What
so
about
we're
boaters?
going to have a great week.
How about boaters?
Well, the winds are down, so anytime the winds are down, it's going to be a good day for boating.
Okay. Are you going fishing tomorrow?
Yes, we are going to go fishing tomorrow.
There you go. Okay. Okay, and while Bert's still here with us, now, you know that 900 million Powerball is out there.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to ask everybody, what would you do? And so, Bert Arnold, what would you do with $900 million?
I would buy thousands of water wells for Africa and the other communities or the other areas of the world that are in desperate need of clean water.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay, and
that's a humanitarian thought.
Yeah.
Because water is our most valuable substance that we need. We ourselves are 70% water.
Yes,
right.
absolutely. So we have to have clean water for clean health and clean bodies. And
what else would you do?
Well, I am a sailor, so we would buy one giant yacht.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I would take care of my family first. You know, I would take care of all their needs and houses and whatever they would need, you know, and that's in dental and so forth, you know, and then more throughout the world as well.
I would like that, too. I think I would take care of my family first, too. But then...
buy a radio station.
No, but then I'll buy an island. I'll buy an island in the Caribbean.
All right, then then we could put the radio station there.
Yes. And other than the radio station, I would leave my cell phone and everything else, that crap, I'll leave it at home.
Oh, okay. So I would just broadcast 24 hours a day.
Oh, wonderful. Whenever we felt like it.
I know. Would that be fun, Peter? And what would you do with $900 million?
Well, buy a TV station, buy ESPN, you know, probably buy a sports franchise, stuff like that. Buy my parents' houses and stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Cars and...
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, we got some exciting guests, you know, that are going to be calling in. And at 3:30 today, we have a top LA casting director that's calling in from California, and his name is Jeff Olan. So we're excited about that. We also, you know, before we start, Bert, can you hand me the hula hoop? We have a little bit of product selling, and we went to the home show last week, Tampa Home Show.
Sunday.
What did you think of that home show?
Wonderful. It's always good.
I know. So we got in with our media. Of course, we have Chris. We're going to hold up this hula hoop. This is a 2.5 pound weight hula hoop, and you can lose 14 inches within a month, but about 5 to 10 minutes a day. You know, and she was telling us some success stories. So I know she's in Chicago. So Chris, we're still working on that hula hoop. You can get in touch with us at drhollywoodconnections@gmail.com. We're attached to the Tan Talk 1340 website. And this is amazing. You know, the hula hoop comes into, I got the cheetah color. So I guess I'm a cheetah girl.
I got pink and silver.
You did?
Yes.
And you got some nice yoga pants?
Oh, yes.
Did you wear those?
No, because I was in New York.
Oh,
I haven't started yet.
That's true. And and Brianna, how was your Christmas and New Year's?
It was awesome.
Okay, and you're here?
Yeah.
Okay, it was good?
We had our high school musical play. There was a lot of
And I heard
technical problems, but
you got through it?
we made it through.
Now, didn't you star in that musical play?
Yeah, I played Gabriella Montez.
Nice.
And we're recently doing Aladdin, and my teacher wants me to audition for Jasmine.
Okay, very cool. And you're here to see Benny Luck, and Benny Luck is like Quincy Jones of Tampa, we call. And you're going to be going to a recording studio shortly.
Oh, yeah.
Is it today?
I think it's next week.
Okay.
I can't wait.
Okay, so sing us something for a second while we're getting, you know, just our callers all ready here.
Okay. Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata, ain't no passing craze. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
Wow.
Yes,
How about that?
because, the Lion King will be here next month.
Yes, I really want to see it.
Well, that might be something we could work on as for media to find out how you could get over there and talk to the right people.
That's my all-time favorite Disney movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I saw it on Broadway, and I've seen it twice here in Tampa, and I'm going to see it again in February.
I played Simba for our Lion King play.
Isn't that what, Bert, you call me Simba when I can't get up in the morning? Nala.
Nala.
That's
get up.
That's somebody's girlfriend, right?
Yeah, I've heard Nala for the last couple of years. My name is Dawn. I'm definitely not a morning person, but Mother should have named me Dusk. I'll tell you. So we have got exciting things happening here. And actually, we have another caller that's calling in too. Is called My Feet. And we met him at the Tampa Bay show.
Yes.
Home show. And what did you like most about the home show?
Oh, I just like to see all the modern things that, people can get in their homes. And
right.
What happened to the one that had the little headpiece?
Oh, we're still waiting. We haven't heard back from them. That was the Bluetooth sunglasses.
Yes, and the headpieces were very interesting because when you put them on your head, they didn't slip.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, she lives out here, so we're working on that. And then what did you think of the heating pad, that that gel pad?
It was wonderful. When they put it on my shoulder, you just can feel the heat.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. And they also have something for the knee, too.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. We're trying to work on them, and then there was a couple other products that we're working on as well. And I talked to Rob at Home Shopping Network the other day, and he'll be having some things coming up really soon for some people.
Okay.
And that's really great. And so, Brianna, well, you're here in the studio. Are you excited about this new year? Because there's a lot of film festivals coming up.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Oh, good. Okay. And your family's in Chicago. You have a lot of family there. Are they watching this on the internet?
Maybe.
Say hi to somebody up there.
Hi.
Say who's up there.
Miss you all. Hope you're watching.
That's true. That's true. And so we have Mr. Vegas. He is on. We're ready to go with Mr. Vegas. How are you?
Good. Everybody there.
Yes, every day we're doing fabulous, and that's our love song, baby.
Yes.
That's your theme song.
Thank you. Hello, Yvonne.
Hi, how are you?
Good. And Brianna, I'm mad at you. A couple of weeks ago, I brought on Chris Curry, CEO of So You Want to Be a Star. And I brought him on just for you because I would love to have had him heard you sing. But there'll be another time. But Happy New Year to you, little girl.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah, we have extra, reporters that come in here, and help us out as well. And so, but how's Vegas today?
Vegas is fine. Everything's going fine. I got my magazine registered, my business registered in Nevada. I'm waiting to turn my not-for-profit into Nevada not-for-profit because, like I said, we're working on a scholarship for the Help Make a Dream Come True Award to be presented at the pre-Grammy party on February 28th. But, whenever I see police officers, I always say hello to them. I always give them, if I'm driving, I salute them. And when I'm in a close enough earshot, I always tell them to be careful because they all have a tough job out there. And sometimes, they get it wrong. There was a case in New York a few years ago where a young man was getting married, and he was having his bachelor party.
Yes.
And he was with a couple of his friends and his father. One of the rare times his father was out with his son. His name is Bud. And he had just left moments earlier. But there had become some type of shuffling match, or some words were thrown. There was undercover cops that were in there monitoring the club, and oftentimes they do what the club do. I'm not going to go into detail, but you can use your imagination.
Yes.
But there was talk of a gun being in the car. So these three gentlemen, the guy was having his bachelor party. His two friends were walking back to his car, being followed by the police officers. Mind you, at any given time, they could have stopped these three gentlemen and detained them and searched the car without incident. But the police officers waited till they got to their car, and when they started up the car, they had bum rushed them, running into them, creating a whole situation, and ultimately 41 shots were fired into the vehicle, and the young man who was having his bachelor party was killed. You may best know him best as the Sean Bell incident that happened in New York City. It shut down a lot of major thoroughfares, bridges, tunnels, because of the outrage that happened because of this shooting. It should never have occurred. Of course, the officers were found acquitted, as they often do whenever situations like that occurs. His wife, Nicole, is currently burned historically, just as Miss Loretta Scott King did, and some of the other leaders or figures
who have been assassinated and their wives carry on their name. Well, today on the air, I happen to have Sean Bell's mother, Miss Bell, who's going to talk about your life after the assassination of her son and shooting of her two friends, and talk about what it's like being a victim of that type of brutality in our community. Mrs. Bell, meet Yvonne, Dawn, and Brianna. Dawn's name appears before mine in Mr. Brown's magazine. That makes me always very, very angry at her, but she's also the cornerstone of my events. Coming up, Mrs. Bell, say hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How old was your son?
He was 23.
23. Wow. Amazing. So let me ask you this. How has been the support of the community to you right now?
It was much more supportive in the beginning, people being there for us, as being televised, being out there in the news, and then also the papers, and we had a community center, but at that time, sometimes it's hard to get the money to keep it going. So what we did, we had to close up, but we still go out there and be a voice for our son. They're very supportive when we do call them now, but our plan now is just to be out there. When they call us to speak, me and my husband go out to speak to different organizations.
Okay, and what state are you in? What city and state?
New York.
Oh, you're in New York. Okay.
What part of New York? I just came from there.
Yes, that's where it happened in Queens,
In Queens.
New York,
Mhm.
November 25th.
I remember that incident.
9 years ago.
Yes, it was a while because I'm from New York. I live in Tampa now, but
okay.
I definitely remember that. It was terrible.
What would you like to tell the world? We have 2 minutes. What would you like to tell them a little bit about how you feel about this, tragedy that happened, and advice that you can give others?
Well, advice I give others, when things like this do happen, keep your head up, even though I know it's hurting to you, but while you out there, be the voice for the loved one that you lost senselessly. That's the main objective, to keep him out there, to let the people know his life was not in vain, to let the people know that my child was somebody. He just wasn't a piece of junk on the street. He did have a life. Even though my son was 23 years old, he had a life. His gift was baseball, and his trade was to be an electrician.
Wow.
So we keep him out there. I go to events when they invite me all the time.
Okay. Do you have a website?
I don't. Right now, we don't have a website, but I do have a book coming out. It's called Sean Bell Just 23. It comes out this year. I have a Gmail address that you can email me, and I can let you know when it comes out. Right now, is in the publication, and it will be out this year.
Okay, and we'll definitely have you come back on that and talk about it. And I have Gerard on the phone as well. I know we're counting down on minutes with we have about 3 callers on hold real quick. But Gerard, we are booked for Las Vegas. We booked the chapel. We booked the flights. We booked our hotels, and we want to know how is the guest list for the pre-Grammy on Saturday? Who do you have booked so far?
Well, right now my main book is Pastor Charles Jenkins. A lot of your people might know him for his song, My God is Awesome.
Oh, yes, I know that.
And he has a new album. He's a Grammy Award winner. He has a new album out, Cold War, and the song This Means War. I got a choreography for that is unbelievable. So right now, I spoke to his brother a couple of days ago. Everything's still fine. I feel very confident with him. I got to shoot him 2,000 at the first of the month and to secure things, and then they're going to be set.
Mr. Vegas, I can't wait to meet you.
So I also have Lady Patrina. Lady Patrina is an international gospel singer. Because I keep it in that type of arena is because we're talking about soul music.
Right.
We're talking about an era that we need to never let fade out.
Right.
And teaching the generation that's coming up behind it. And one of the things about Sean Bell before I sign off, and you know how I do it, ladies.
Yes.
Sean Bell was a young man who was taking responsibility for his children by marrying the mother of his children and doing the right thing. And that's the message that needs to be passed on to not only young black men, but all men.
All men.
In this world, you should take care of it and be the father that you should be, you can be whenever you have them. So other than that, ladies, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elderly and always pull someone up. And sometimes you'll be the only one who can see your vision. If you got a good woman, treat her like a lady. Other than that, I love you like a love song. Thank you, Brianna.
And we love you too.
And we'll.
This is Bell. I'll call you. Bye.
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 We'll get the times and everything for that pre-Grammy party who
Yes.
wants to go and so forth. I know we have 3 callers on the line. So let's go to Vito. Is he still on the line with us? We don't want to lose him. Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I want to tell you, my feet are still walking and I'm doing the talking, but I'll tell you, this is an amazing product that we're selling on the air today. And Vito, tell everyone hello and what your company's all about.
Hello, everyone. And my name is Vito Capri, and we sell an orthotic. It's the device you put in your shoe that helps you to walk better. It definitely increases the circulation in your feet. It relieves a lot of pain and soreness, and it absorbs about 80% of the shock that normally goes to your feet, knees, hips, and back as you're standing and walking. It's amazing.
Right. Now, I did an interview with him over at the Tampa Home Show. Did you know that I was for real when I first met you?
You know, you just have that smile and that voice where how could I not believe you?
Thank you. No, I find the best products. And, out of all those vendors there, we only found 4 that we really want to promote.
Mm-hmm.
And yours was the first one. So I really am excited. And I have been wearing them every day. I take them out of my shoes. I put them in my boots. I put them in my heels. I don't want to go out the house without them.
How much are they? How much do you sell them? I was saying, how much do you sell them for? Yes.
Online, they're $49.99.
Mm-hmm.
Normally at the, we have retail locations and we sell these a lot at trade shows. We normally give a discount. So what I tell my customers is we get a lot of phone orders right now. We don't do any deals on the website, but if you just call our phone, we'll give you a discount. Normally we do buy one, get one half price, or we'll do 2 pairs for $60, which is a good deal.
And what's that number?
The number is area code 843-424-3198.
What I really enjoy about them, too, is I feel like I'm walking on, I want to say Happy Feet, but there's already a Happy Feet, but
on air.
On air. I feel like it's a cloud.
Oh,
and
wonderful.
I want to get a pair over for Yvonne. She's my co-host here, Vito. And we're going to promote this for 1 month. I'm also putting the interview that we did up on Hollywood Connections on Facebook that is attached to the website. So you can see the full interview with you as well. And you were the inventor of this. And I already talked to Rob Anderson from Home Shopping Network. So I got some good news for you. He was trying to find out vendors and so forth. And we talked to you, at the show. I said, would you be interested in going on Home Shopping Network? And you said, oh, for sure. And, are you still interested?
Absolutely.
So I'm going to connect you with him. We're excited about that because that's what we do. We're trying new products. And he is looking at your product. He loves the link and, so forth. And I know he's going to ask me how many would you be ready to sell? That's my next question he's going to ask me. Do you have enough product?
I believe I do.
Okay, that's good news.
I always have at any time several thousand.
Oh, good.
Wow.
That's good.
Okay, so where's your next show at?
Right now, I'm actually at a show in Daytona Beach, the Volusia County Home and Garden Show. I'm actually right in my booth right now as we speak.
Oh, nice.
I apologize.
That's okay. Well, while I have you on the air real quick, and you gave me your commercial, we're going to actually be doing that after the show. And can you just give a quick commercial that we can also air? Just right now, if I say action 3, 2, 1, can I put you on the spot and give your own commercial about my feet?
Absolutely.
All right. And I'm going to say action 3, 2, 1, my feet, and you are on the air.
Yeah, my feet are fluid orthotics that contain glycerin, which, when you stand and walk, the glycerin absorbs 80% of the shock that goes to the feet, knees, hips, and back. And as you walk, it massages the bottom of your foot, which increases the blood circulation by over 50%. They relieve a lot of pain from back pain, lower back pain, heel spurs, plantar fasciitis, knee pain, hip pain, diabetes, gout, fibromyalgia, diabetic neuropathy, hot feet, and Morton's neuroma. They can be washed in the washing machine, cold cycle. They usually last about 2 years. We do give a 6-month warranty on the product, so if anything happens to it, like your dog chews them up and punctures them, our company will replace them at no charge to you.
Wow.
Sounds wonderful.
And a phone number.
Area code 843-424-3198.
Perfect. And I am going to keep promoting this throughout the Facebook, social media, and everything. And Vito, we thank you so much. We have to get a pair for Yvonne so she can try it out for 1 month here at the station. How's that? Is that okay?
You send me an email with the shoe size and address, and I'll ship them out tomorrow.
Oh, very cool.
I can't wait.
Yeah, she's my co-host, and we take care of her. But, I want her to wear it for a month.
Yes, so I can tell my results.
Exactly.
You're going to love them.
Mm.
And you know what? The best thing about these, a lot of people are skeptical to buy insoles because they feel they make the shoes too tight.
Mm-hmm.
My feet are really thin, so women can wear them in all different types of shoes. They work
I was
in
looking
high
at
heels,
that.
They work in flat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're microfiber on the outside, so they don't make your foot sweat. They glycerin keeps your foot cool. They're amazing.
Okay, well,
I can't wait.
one of our fabulous products from Hollywood Connections. We thank you, Vito. We'll have you call in next week. Let's get some other testimonies of some people that have actually worn them as well. If you want to have them, and I'd like them to call in as well too to talk about their my feet.
Yeah,
I just hope you have enough time for all these people to call.
Well, that's good. Well, we'll just take the best of the best, and I'll keep wearing them every single day.
Or the first, whoever calls in first.
Exactly. There's so many. I thank you so much, Vito. We'll talk to you next week on the air. God bless.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We're going to go to Jeff Olan.
I like that.
I know. Jeff's been holding here. He's probably going, what is my feet about? It's like a gel pad that's walkable and feel like you're... Hi, Jeff.
How are you? Happy New Year to you and all your listeners.
Oh, I am so excited that you're on, and thank you so much. You've been a joy of watching all the inspiration that you've been doing over the years. And Jeff Olan is a fabulous casting director, and you have a story. Let's start out with your story, Jeff, because I have your bio in front of me. And, it's fabulous. And what really shocked me, I had no idea you were on a billboard. And in muscles. Wow, I saw, you're up there waving to people.
Yeah. It's a story that a lot of people just don't know, but it was really literally the first reality show without the cameras rolling, the first Survivor. It took place, it started December 11th, 1984 to June 6th, 1985. The sponsors of this billboard, it was called the Winky Billboard in Hollywood on Sunset and Sweetser, they wanted to put real people up on the billboard and see how long they could live up there. So I, entered the contest, not really thinking too much about it. Next thing you know, I get a call. They want to put me up there, and they say, let's go for it.
Wow.
So went up there, waving to people. All kinds of celebrities came by, from Henry Winkler to Dolly Parton to you name it. They came by. They would be waving. My oldest brother, Mitch, who lives in Florida. Hey, Mitch and Lisa. I'm calling out to them already. Mitch did my laundry up on the billboard. It was something else.
Wow.
He was living in town at the time. And it was an incredible thing. It was King of the Hill. Stayed up there. I wanted to make a name for myself. I wanted to have people see me. I was in TV Guide. I was interviewed by over 30 different countries, from Japan to Israel, and I got all kinds of media attention out of it. Johnny Carson made a joke about it. I got on the TV show Capital as an actor out of it. I got Days of Our Lives out of it, and it was just a really great experience. Every single day of my life, it still comes up, and it is something that obviously I can't forget.
Wow. That's
loved
awesome.
it.
And also, too, is I am so impressed. I had no idea. I'm going to kind of back up here, that you were on the radio. You had the Olan Report. And how did you start out? What inspired you to do that at that time?
That's actually a great question. That actually came from the Billboard experience. What had happened was Dean Goss, who was a radio DJ at K-Earth 101 in Los Angeles, he called the Billboard one day. I picked up the phone because we had phones up there. So I picked it up and started talking, and he goes, "Hey, those people up on the Billboard, what's the weather like?" So I gave him a weather report. I continued doing this weather report for him on every day, basically, I believe, around drive time. And I gave this weather report, and in California, for the most part, it's sunny and it's warm. It's sunny and it's warm, and so I kept doing that. And so one day he called me up and he said, "Jeff, it's kind of boring, hearing the same weather every day. What do you think you might be able to, can we parlay this into something?" And I said, I'm an unemployed actor, Dean. Why don't I do some casting for other people who can actually go out and go to auditions and go on jobs? And so we called it Olan's Casting Report.
Wow.
And I did it up on the Billboard every Thursday morning, 8:40 a.m. For as long as I was up there. And then K-Earth Radio, when I came down from the Billboard, they hired me to do the report on K-Earth Radio, and I did that for a couple of years, having various guests on until the program director changed things up.
That is such an inspirational story.
Yes.
You know, also, too, is now, and let me tell about Jeff. Jeff, when I first met you, I was at a pageant. I want to thank Debbie Nelson because she's on OC Gold Diggers now with Deanna. She's working on a show, and we'll get her on. But, you know, you were judging a pageant. And that was back in the days. And then you put me on Jackie Brown. I remember I was in the airport scene. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino. I was like walking, had that flight attendant strut that I was, you know, made.
So great. And they kept asking for you back, but I just told them that, you know, unless you can meet Dawn's deal, forget it.
But you know what's a fabulous, you're a producer, you're a director, a casting director. Tell everybody some of the shows you've been casting for, and because the reason I call Hollywood Connections is to get you connected in show business. So, you know, we have a lot of actors that say, hey, I want to go to L.A. I don't know anybody. Well, guess what? You've got Jeff Olan on the air with us, and he's going to tell you the details. So, Jeff, the shows that you've been casting for and what you're doing now up there.
That's what I wanted to know.
Okay. Well, you know, I mean, I've done it all across the board, from starting with Pulp Fiction and My So-Called Life, and all the way up to now where I cast one of the hottest television series on the air, which just won Best TV Drama on the People's Choice Awards the other day, Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, we need a hand clap. Yay, that's awesome. He's casting for that, Grey's Anatomy. I saw that.
Yeah, I've been doing that for the 12 seasons. I did Private Practice before that, Medium. I do Secrets and Lies. I do How to Get Away with Murder, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend for the CW and CBS. So a lot of TV series, a lot of pilots, a lot of movies, just did some casting for Zoolander, which will be coming out soon. So I do, you know, I run the gambit of it, and I basically love putting people out on movie and television sets. I love giving them an opportunity to get out there and do it. And I know people from all over the country and all over the world, like you said, Dawn, they don't really know how to do it.
No, they don't. Mm-mm.
Yeah, and I hear the stories. They've paid thousands of dollars, and people have helped them. You know, they've been taken, and you've heard the stories. And with your background, they can go to your, casting company, and they can sign up.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first, let me just say this: anybody who's interested, they should go to Jeff Olan Casting and Productions. That's on Facebook.
Okay.
Make sure they like the site. We will announce when we're doing our registration and updates. And the other thing that you hit on, which I think is really important, and Dawn, you and I have talked about this for years. There's a lot of scams out there, and so I want people to know, no matter what age, especially those who have little kids, and the parents get taken a lot too. You have to be very careful. Nowadays, with the computers, anybody can make up a card and say, "Hey, I'm a casting director," or this or that, or what have you.
Right.
So, very, very, very careful. Look into things. Research. You can call the Better Business Bureau. You could call your city hall, your chamber of commerce
to check on them.
Yes. Absolutely. And why not? And don't let anybody ever tell you, whether it's an agent, a producer, a casting director, anyone, ever tell you, if you don't do this, you will never work in this industry.
Right.
That's a bunch of you-know-what.
Yes. Mr. Olan, I would like to thank you for coming to our show today. I'm the co-host, Miss Florida Diva, here with Dawn Reese. And I'm interested in people like senior citizens because I'm 80 years old now.
Oh, my goodness. Well, God bless you. My mom is turning 86. And she's doing great.
And I'm still in the fold. I like to do lots of things. I have been an actress many years ago. But I'm thinking other people like myself, who are interested in acting, maybe senior citizens, I heard you say of any age, and that caught me.
Any age.
Yes.
Any age, because, first of all, as you know, you should not allow anybody to tell you can't do anything you want to do, no matter how old you are. You have to just put one foot forward, and you know that.
Yes.
Just go for it. And any age, there are movies and television shows that use, kids, babies, 18 years old to look younger, but also a lot of senior citizens. We're asked for it, many times over, that we're asked for people that are in their 70s and 80s, you just have to be ready for it.
Right.
The phone doesn't magically ring. You have to be ready.
You have to go for it. Go get it.
You have to go for it.
Yes.
Absolutely, you have to go for it, and you should never stop going for it. I get a lot of people that are seniors and a lot of people that are retired that come to the agency because they want to just get on. They want to get on a show because either they like the show or they've always wanted to be an actor or actress, and it gives them that opportunity. Also, there's most of the time good food, and it's a great social setting.
Yeah, Jeff,
people.
That's true. I want to add, when my father passed away, I put my mother on a set in Miami. I think it was Ice Cube with a set. And she said to me, Dawn, I had so much fun. She wasn't interested in finding somebody, but there were a lot of retired men that were flirting with her. She's like, I was so flattered. But we also have Brianna here, and we're going to come back with some more questions if you don't mind, because we love having you on the show. Brianna, tell them how old you are.
I'm 12, and I'm really into acting. And so I want to know, what ages do you work with?
Well, Brianna, that's a great question. We work with all ages. There are agencies that handle specifically minors, and then we will, of course, work with those agencies, because there's a lot of different agencies out there that will handle minors, agencies that will handle precision drivers, agencies that will handle stunt people. Now, we have them all, but we like working with others as well to bring people into the fold. Depending upon what area you're in, and pretty much across the country, you'd have to get an entertainment work permit to work in the film and television industry. And again, you could do that by calling the Labor Board or the Chamber of Commerce. But at 12 years old, what I would highly recommend, if you really want to take it to the next level, I would highly recommend having your folks look into courses, classes. I'm sure Dawn could help, refer to you as well.
She's taking at Ruth Eckerd Hall here, and I know you're in Los Angeles, so that's a big step for her. What advice would you give her locally here with the casting? I know do you cast in Florida as well, or the southern areas?
If I have a project that wants to take me into the other states, which I've done over the years, I do. But my base is set up here in LA, but I travel. I'll go anywhere to get the job done and to make sure that I help out the producers and directors and get them what they want. The best advice to her would be to definitely check around. Perhaps go into the local union there, which would be the local SAG-AFTRA. Get a list. They have a list probably of various agencies that handle minors. Also, to get the entertainment work permit, which is through the Labor Board. And then I would definitely just say, take classes. Make sure you're ready, because at 12 years old, I don't know how great you are now as an actress, but I know how great you can become.
Yes.
And that comes with study. That comes with being prepared. And really, it really is about you being prepared, knowing the next audition, the next possibility of walking in to meet a director or a producer. You can walk through that door, be more confident about yourself because you are prepared. Take a class, even a one-on-one class. Learn a great monologue, perhaps, so you can have it. If they say, "Hey, what do you have for us?" You got that monologue. You're ready to go.
Right.
I agree.
A monologue is just yourself.
Yes.
A dialogue is when you're doing it with one or more people.
Right.
So learn, and then the better you are, the more opportunities you will have, and no matter what state you're in or what city you're in, and you can then try to get yourself an agent.
Right. Now,
and you would feel more confident about yourself.
Absolutely.
For sure. Also, Jeff, too, can you've been a casting director for how many years now? About. A long time.
Going on around 25 years.
25 years, wow.
Yeah.
And what are some of the success stories? Because I love these. These are the best part. When you're on a set and you get bumped up, like I was bumped up on Speed 2 as a stand-in, and that was really cool. Tell some success stories that you know of. I'm sure you have some back there where somebody started out as an extra and now they're a star, or maybe they got a principal, or the rates. What are the casting rates these days about if somebody's an extra?
Well, okay, so the cast
2 questions.
As far as what you're making? Is that what you're asking?
Right. What's
okay.
Right.
What's the going rate?
It's kind of different. It jumps around. You know, New York pays differently than L.A. L.A. pays differently than New Mexico, and it's probably different than Florida. But in L.A., you're going to get, for a union extra, you're going to make around 157 minimum a day, 157 minimum, which could go up to 250, 300 a day. Non-union starts at $80 a day and goes up from there. It's not a lot, but you shouldn't be going into the industry with with just thinking about money. You should be going into the industry knowing that you're going to move up. You're going to do everything you can to move up. And obviously the stars, and although they're making tons and tons of money, but to get to that point, you have to start somewhere.
Yes.
Some of the success stories that kind of you remember hearing, where they would say, "Oh God, Jeff, guess what happened? I was bumped up, or I got this part, or I met this director." Do you have any that come to mind?
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. I actually have several thousand people in my database, and I hear stories all the time, and I hear some great stories, and a lot of people are bumped up because all you need to do is go out there and make it happen. We've been working in a lot of movies and television shows. People call me from all my shows, from Grey's Anatomy, and they tell me they were bumped up. It's always great to hear when somebody is bumped up. But here's the thing: as far as major movie stars, they haven't become yet, but they're working actors, because it takes, it's not an overnight success story is 10 years.
Right.
Or more.
It takes a lot of time. But I could tell you this much from extra work, who's done extra work and moved up. Brad Pitt, he was an extra and he moved himself up. Not too Lucille Ball even did it. Sylvester Stallone did it. There's a lot of people that have moved themselves up. Chewy Bravo, I don't know if any of you guys know who he is. He was actually in my database. Chewy was on the Chelsea Handler show.
Okay.
If anybody ever saw that. He was the little nugget. Chewy got the he was the co-host or whatever on the Chelsea Handler show. It's not acting. He did a lot of acting on it, but he's moved up. So he's in a different rank now. So it happens where people are moved up. They're upgraded on set, and then it all depends on them how much they take it from there. Because if you're on a set and you're doing extra work, and all of a sudden you get upgraded and you get a couple of lines, you have to parlay that. You can't just sit around and say, "Oh, I got 2 lines and whatever, and I got paid a certain amount." It depends how much you parlay that, and there's plenty of people that have parlayed it, getting an agent, getting out there, getting more jobs, and being out there. It happens.
Yes.
The show. What's the show? I can't even think of it now. That's funny.
That's okay. Well, you're thinking about that. I'll kind of jump in real quick.
Yeah, sure.
When I was in L.A. and I took my acting list was like a Santa list. I went to Charles Conrad. I went to comedy school. I went to Sandy Shore. And what I learned was, Sandy Shore was great because I went through her with my divorce at the time. Instead of therapy, I went to comedy school and it helped. Jeff, it really did. But what I had, I was on Lethal Weapon 2 or 3, I forgot, and it was so cool standing there and meeting the people. And then later on, as a reporter broadcasting, meeting some of the people saying, "Oh, I was on the set with you." Or if it was, Dance With Me with Vanessa Williams. And the director looked at me and she said, "Hey, you look like a judge, in pageants." And I said, "I do that." She goes, "Well, I'm going to upgrade you and you're going to be one of the judges." And that,
so cool.
Yeah, you can. My son said a couple of them. I can see you, Mom, but I didn't have to blink.
But then you're available. You put yourself in a spot where you're available and you're learning, and then you can sense the next.
Oh, it's networking
you can
too.
Sense the next spot for you.
Right.
That's exactly it. You both are absolutely right. And what it is going out on a set and taking advantage of going out on that set, listening and watching. Don't make a big deal like, hey, over here. But,
No.
it's watching, and it's watching everybody. And if you're there for acting, watch the actors. If you're there and you're not sure what you want to do, then watch everybody. If you're there and you want to become a wardrobe person, or you want to become maybe a director of photography or an assistant director, watch what those guys do. It is not easy. And to get to those levels, you must concentrate on what they're doing and learn as much as you can.
Right. You know what? I listen to the Oprah show all the time, and there's this lady named Ayana, somebody, and her whole thing is do your work. Wherever you want to do, whatever you want to do, or wherever you want to go, do the work.
Right. Well, that reminds me, Jeff, because I think you put me on the Lisa Gibbons show as a fill-in seat-in at one time.
Yeah.
And, that was my broadcasting. I was going to school at the time, and I was studying and watching talk show hosts and said, I want to do this someday, and I'm going to do this someday. And I was watching The Secrets and writing notes down, and that was really a blessing in my life, a lot.
And you know what? I'm your co-host.
That's right.
And I be watching you all the time. I do. Because I'm learning so much.
Somewhere, though.
Yeah, I have Yvonne here, and we also have Peter. He's our sportscaster, and he has a sports show afterwards. And I always help people as well, Jeff. And I thank you for taking the time. We've gone over. I know we have 2 more callers on the line, and we have about 10 minutes left, and we'll get to our callers in just a minute. But Peter, you are a sports caster, and you're good. Any questions that you may have for this top casting director in LA?
Yeah, I mean, do you guys work with sports broadcasters, up and coming sports broadcasters?
Peter, I've got sports broadcasters in my database, but they're, because we do mostly acting, the jobs that come in for the sports broadcasting and broadcasters are not as often. But I definitely have people in my database that if the job came up, if you were in my database, you'd be the first one I call.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Any advice to him about being signed with other casting directors here? Because what are the rules now? Is it a demo reel? Is there a website that you put yourself up on that you can show your demos of your talent?
Well, there are plenty of websites that are out there. Obviously there's LA Casting, and there's other websites that you can get on that are across the country. That Backstage has one. I think it really just depends upon the area you're in and what is offered out there, and I think it's a matter of just researching that and Googling and finding out. But there's all kinds of ways to get yourself out there, and do the best you can. And again, whether you're Peter or whether you're somebody else in your listening audience. It's just a matter of taking that next step. Like Yvonne said, take the next step. And, with me, just go onto my Jeff Olan Casting and Productions Facebook page, and we'll have everything there. We put up a lot of different things. So if we are looking for a sportscaster, or we're looking for, someone who can, do precision driving or what have you, it's going to be there. The majority of what we do is, actors and actresses, but we do run the gambit of everything. We want to make sure everybody gets out. And one more thing I'd like to mention, if any of the actors want to learn a little bit more about the background stuff, there's a documentary called Strictly Background.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That they could pick up. I believe it's on Netflix still, Strictly Background, and I'm actually in it.
Oh,
okay.
So definitely that's one way of doing it. And then read books, research online, do what you can to get yourself out there and learn as much as you can about the business, no matter what part of the business it is.
Wow, Jeff, what great! We got to have you back because your documentary
really gave out so much good information.
Yes.
I really enjoyed you.
I did too. Thank you so much.
Too.
And we need you. We need Jeff Olan Casting in Florida.
Yes,
I'm working on it.
That would be so cool. We'd be there. We'd be there.
We'd be there every day.
Oh, for sure. All right. God bless. Thank you so much, Jeff, for calling in, and your advice has been wonderful.
Wonderful. And call back again.
Call us soon. Happy New Year to everyone, and go out and get them. Rome wasn't built in a day. You guys can do it.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Happy New Year to you also.
We're going to have you back. We'll get you back. I promise. Thank you, Jeff.
Will do.
All right,
good.
We have 7 minutes left of the show real quick, and I want to be thank you for being patient. Our callers, actually, this is valuable information for Hollywood Connections.
It's valuable.
We have a fitness instructor, I think, from Wyoming. Are you there? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, this is Dawn Reese. You're live on the air, and you are?
Lori Anderson.
Hi, Lori. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying the show. That's what Hollywood Connections is all about. And to keep you fit and healthy, besides our hula hoops,
yes,
we have Lori. She's going to be one of our fitness coaches. Tell us a little bit who you are and what you do.
Well, my name is Lori, and I live in Wyoming. I do teach Zumba, and I love Zumba, but really my passion is to help people with their nutrition and help them to lose weight for the long term and just feel great.
I've seen your success stories. Do you want to give your Facebook, your website, and everything?
Sure. My Facebook is Lori Anderson, and I have a website of befittingforyou.com.
Okay, and then what would the first steps of somebody getting with you? Do you consult with them through like FaceTime or call them on the phone?
Yep, I do it on the phone. We do video chats. I normally use Zoom. But yeah, I love to, hear what they're interested in and what they're wanting, and I fit a program for them.
Okay, and then what is your cost range from? Is it per month, per time, or how does that work?
Well, my health coaching is free, and I hope to, if it's just getting them a program of eating, every so often and just get a meal plan going. I have that, which doesn't cost anything, and I have, programs available as well that, is just really the switching grocery stores, really.
That's fabulous. And I've seen your success stories, and, just tell us one of your most recent success stories of somebody that you worked with. We have about 7 minutes left. I know we have another caller, too, but we just want to, talk about real quick about a quick success story that comes to mind.
Sure. I have a girlfriend that I've known for 25 years, and she suffered with, weight loss, yo-yo dieting for many years. And I started helping her last year about this time, and she lost 55 pounds in about 3.5 months. Ooh. And she's kept it off this whole time. And, what I love about it is that it doesn't really change. It's not just about the outward change, but the inward change. Just her whole transformation of mindset, being able to handle stress, getting better sleep, getting off meds, or at least reducing some, has just been incredible.
Now, do you believe in that old theory of not eating after 6 p.m.?
I used to. Actually, I did it at 5 o'clock, actually.
Oh,
but now,
earlier.
But now, no, I don't. My philosophy is you really need to eat smaller meals all throughout the day, every 2 to 3 hours.
I've heard that. I've heard that
too.
So,
yes.
So just give us. No, this is very interesting. We're gonna have you back. So, what kind of small little meals? Not like cheese, if you're from Wisconsin.
Oh, I love cheese.
Well, you could have cheese. It all depends, on what it can fit on. Just speaking to everybody on what works with them. Mm-hmm. But just a piece of cheese and maybe a half an apple. Mm-hmm. And I have a book and a workbook that I like to have people work through, and it goes through some of those snacks, and it's good to have proteins and
apples.
Healthy
That's what
fat.
I had for breakfast: apples
Yeah.
and cheese.
Yeah, we have a health fitness on the air, and we're all getting ready because we got the hula hoops and we got the feet with walking correctly.
I wanted to ask her a question.
Sure.
I wanted to say your program is dealing with diet and exercise, or just diet?
Well, it's mostly just about nutrition.
Nutrition.
Diet. I guess I look at it. Diet is just ending when you lose your weight, and I want to make sure that people can keep it off long term. So I want them to know what to do.
We have Brianna, her mom is here, and she has a question for you.
Hi, I just wanted to ask, I'm one of those people who have been trying for years to lose weight, yo-yo diets and everything, surgeries and all that, and nothing has worked for me. I'm really interested in hooking up with you to find out and be one of your success stories.
Great. Well, I would love to help you.
What would be the first thing? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah. So to get started, really, we just need some time for me to hear more about you and to see what you're looking for and just fit a program for you.
Okay, I'll hook you guys up.
Okay. Yes.
And we're all interested, so we're gonna talk afterwards with this new year and a lot of great things. And summer's around the corner, so we're all getting ready. And we want to thank you so much for calling in and give your number real quick. We have 2 minutes left. Real quick.
Yes. So my name is Lori Anderson. If you want to give me a call, my number is area code 307-752-4207 or befittingforyou.com.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Nice talking to you.
That's true. And
Yes,
God bless.
thank you.
We'll get you back on again and with more people and success stories. Also, too, is I want to thank you, for Brianna, for being here. And if you want to be a reporter, if you'd like to, be one of our reporters, and next week we're going to start taking calls. People might want to call in and ask us some questions if they like the show. I'm trying to go really quick here. And then we also have, real quick, I'm looking at my notes here. 727-871-7788. And you can call, actually, if you'd like to be a reporter, go to dawnreeseshow@yahoo.com. Donate to the show so it doesn't come out of our pockets. Help us out here. We'd like that out. Just Dawn, dishwashing liquid. Reese, like peanut butter cups. Show@yahoo.com. Put that into PayPal. Help us out. Yvonne?
Yes.
Any other notes?
No, I was very impressed with the show today.
Thank you.
With Mr. Olan.
Thank you, Jeff. Yes.
And the young lady with the nutrition and everything. I just hope everybody listen to our show because so much good information comes through here.
It does, so much. And I know, Jerry, as we have alert callers, we have about 60 seconds. Jerry's still on the air? Jerry, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Any last words from the promoter to the stars and major artist?
I just want to let people know that if you want to help with Dawn Reese's show and start to take and advertise on it, get a hold of me at 716-308-0669. We'll start setting up some advertising for you. And don't forget the pre-Grammy party that's coming up on the 28th of February in Las Vegas.
That's right.
I can't wait. I just want to get there.
I know.
I just put up a thing today on it on songwriterslounge.net.
Okay, we have 20 seconds left, Jerry. I got to go. But thank you. Thank you so much. God bless. We'll see you in Vegas. Also, too, is we have Bert Arnold that's working with the show as well.
Yes, our weatherman.
Our weatherman did fabulous. And if you'd like to get a commercial with us, get in touch with me at 727-871-7788. We will air your commercial for your business. We want to thank My Feet. Who else do we want to thank?
I want to thank everybody.
I know. And the hula hoop, you got those. We're out.
I want to thank Brianna.
And Periscope, thank you for
Brianna.
watching. TanTalk1340.com. I'm Dawn Reese. Like us on Facebook. Hollywood Connections. Bye. God bless.
Bye.
WTAN, Clearwater, Tampa Bay. WDCF, Dade City, Tampa Bay. WZHR, Zephyr Hills, Tampa Bay.
$40 million
Listen.
on November 4th, and it's been growing ever since. Because the payout is based on sales, the prize continues to grow as people rush in to get a shot at those millions. As for your odds, a $2 ticket gives you a 1 in 292.2 million chance of winning. I'm Kathy Foster.
Canadian authorities say a Denver-bound United Airlines flight was diverted to Vancouver and a suspect taken into custody after a so-called threatening message was found on board the flight. Royal Mounted Police say the man is in custody. There was no incident. They are at this time not releasing any further details about exactly what happened. I'm John Irving. Rose Hamid is a 56-year-old flight attendant. She is also a Muslim, and dressed in traditional garb, she stood up in silent protest at a Donald Trump rally in South Carolina. She and several witnesses say she was immediately escorted out. She says she is not the problem.
I want them to know